need to stop giving these people our money. I've been a fan of Dragon Ball and Akira Toriyama since I was a child, since I could remember, since I was shit and yellow, some would say. And I played the Dragon Quest games. I don't really remember them, but I played them as a little kid. Don't really know what I was doing. Didn't really know what I was doing. I was just pressing buttons. Thought I was cool, man, just like Dad. Turned out he wasn't my real dad. And now he's an alcoholic wet brain. Is Dragon Quest III Remake a censored mess? Yes, he says. This guy's name is Scouter V, which is a pretty cool name.
My dudes, get your loops. When I first heard we were getting a Dragon Quest III remake, I said, hell yeah. Bring on the bunnies, the loincloth warriors. Sprinkle on some of that puffa, lava. Ooh, ooh. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Whoa. Something's going on here, boys. Something just ain't right. We're going down. Looks like they got us again. Censorship in a Squaresoft Enix game? It's been happening all too often these days. Japanese companies bending the knee to Western activists. Quick.
That is a good one. That is a good one. This guy's good. This guy doesn't have very many subscribers.
History lesson. You see, all this started in the 80s with rock music. Stay-at-home moms protesting the devil's music. Then it was violence in games in the 90s, attacking games like Mortal Kombat.
That's pretty bad. And that's just plain gross.
But we fucking won those wars, boys. For many years, we held our ground.
Did we really? Or were we just continuing the war through battle? If we keep buying the crap, we're just gonna lose every time. And we always buy the crap. Because we want the candy. But the candy is killing us. It's giving us diabetes.
Our numbers grew strong. You'll never take our games from us. It didn't matter what color your skin was, what side of the fence you were on. We all just want to play good games. Gaming brought us all together. But then we got a new type of enemy. Basement-dwelling Twitter weirdos. They've infected all forms of entertainment, from movies, television, websites, and yeah, gaming. They spent years penetrating major corporations using DEI programs and slowly destroyed the chins and chests of many of our loved characters. Don't take my word for it. Let's see what the Square Enix ethics team thinks about this. 私の仕事の成果はユーザーが違和感なく最後までプレイできること。I'll translate that into non-Weebanese for you. The results of my job are
non-Weebanese. I'm pretty sure most weebs don't actually know Japanese. They just know anime memes.
That the users can play until the very end without feeling any discomfort. This is why games feel so soft these days. There are teams with checklists making sure that our games do not contain anything that could even be remotely offensive to anybody. And the reason it's getting worse and worse is because all departments in major corporations are micromanaged to hell and back. This team has to find more and more content to censor in order to justify its own existence, until finally all of our games look like Concord. Nothing is safe anymore. And now they've somehow convinced Japan that they should change their media and culture for people who don't even play games. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they do all the time. They don't want to get yelled at, is what it is. There are people that are very powerful for some reason. I don't even know why they're powerful. They're powerful because they were chose there because they're friends of powerful people, I guess, that are also retarded. And they're just happy to destroy everything because they can write it all off. It's not actually going to affect them as a person because they're separate from the company. They hate all the games that the company used to have because they don't align with their values and their ethics. It's disgusting.
Over the years, Square Enix has slowly censored their games, and it's getting worse and worse. The first thing I noticed was in my favorite game, Final Fantasy VII. Not the original, I'm talking about the remake, where they changed blood to be the color purple. They also ruined the story of my buddy dying here, who offed himself in the original, but is now gunned down instead. Because taking your own life is controversial. But they've gone too damn far. They've taken the designs from the fan-loved Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, I'm just done with remakes. At this point, I'm done with remakes and sequels from garbage companies. I'm just done with garbage. Right now, I'm not even buying games. I'm waiting for good games to come out and then buying them when they go on sale. Like, I haven't bought a new game. I haven't even played a new game in a long time. Baldur's Gate 3 was the one. That was the most recent one. I bought it like 2 weeks after it came out. Probably gonna buy Black Myth Wukong. Probably gonna buy Space Marines. Might buy Sparking Zero, but I don't know how that one's looking. It's got the DLC that's kind of egregious a little bit. with the early access and the exclusive items if you pre-order. Blah.
Yama, one of the most important and legendary artists in modern history, and then just said, fuck this shit,
It's not appropriate for modern audiences.
and went ahead and covered up the women in the game. Removed religious...
You know what? The modern audience. Modern audience doesn't even ever exist. People just want to play good games. Stop changing them. Just make new games. You want to change characters, just make new characters. But they can't, because they're terrible at making games.
symbols, and even lips. I'll get back to the lips in a little bit. Priorities, people. Akira Toriyama, the maker
Oh
of Dragon
man,
Ball Z.
I can already take a guess about the lips. It's 100% it's about black people. Because it always has been with Akira Toriyama. And guess what? Yeah, sure, some of the black people have some funny looking lips, but some of the white people have funny looking lips. They all look funny. Every character in the Dragon Ball franchise and anything to do with Akira Toriyama looks funny. They all have ridiculous features. Some of them racial stereotypes, but guess what? That shit's funny.
And many other works passed away recently, and we fans are no longer able
Yeah,
to experience
it
any
was just
new
a kick in the
material from him
face.
moving forward, as Square Enix has decided to water down his material from its own player base. Let's read the description of the class with crosses on their armor.
Didn't Square Enix say that we need more politics in our games? Sure, I can have some politics in my games, but don't put politics in the game development.
Clerics, disciples of the gods. Hello, Square Enix. They're clerics, one of the most well-known and respected classes in all of RPG games. Let's continue. As evil-hating followers of the gods, clerics cast healing and reviving spells that are imbued with holy power. Okay, so you don't want any possible religious symbols in the game. What are you gonna change it to then? A pitchfork, the weapon of choice of many depictions of the Christian devil? Have you gone mental? Nobody gives a shit
No,
about
it's straight up on purpose. No, they have gone mental.
the cross. And somehow this is even more offensive. Not only can we never again experience his work, check this out. Did you know Square
All of these people all hate Christianity. They all hate America. They hate our values. They hate everything we're all about. They're actually evil people. They don't care about the fans. They're making this game for themselves to make themselves feel good about it. But it's not going to work. They're not going to end up feeling good about it because they're going to get nothing but negativity. Which actually, I think, feeds them. I think they feed off the negativity because they're fucking evil.
Enix has partnered with a DEI consulting company named Sweet Baby Inc., where one of their employees publicly disrespected Toriyama-san shortly after he passed, stating he created some of the worst black characters. That same company is now getting paid to destroy his work. It's unforgivable. Anyways, back to the...
I got something else to say about some people on YouTube. Why are the big YouTubers not talking about DEI? Like Moist Critical, like Act Man. I saw a video earlier on it. They keep dancing around it. There's a bunch of them. Bellular News, which I like all these guys, and I wish they would actually get on board with anti-DEI bullshit because it's ruining everything. I think they hear it from the right wing because it's a left-wing thing. The left wing likes DEI. They keep hearing it from the right wing and they think the right wing is a bunch of retards, which they are. But they're not paying attention to any news because there's not just left wing and right wing. There's all these other places, and they're all talking about this too. And they're being called right wing by the left, and they're just buying into it because the left hates them, so they must think that it's these other people are the right wing. I'm not right wing, and I can see all this DEI shit happen. I read into this shit. I go to these actual companies' websites and read their policies that they have, that the public can read, and you can see how all of this shit is in these games that just happen to be terrible, every single one of them. And sure, you can have diversity in video games, but don't put diversity into the game development. Focus on making your game good, not focus on politics.
Body type B characters.
Rant
Look at
over.
what they're doing to the women characters in the game. Here's the original, a warrior class. Looks great, right? Bam, here's the remake. For some reason, they think it's better to cover up the women's tops and bottoms with some spandex looking shit. Only the women, by the way, because only women can be sexualized, of course. Which is ironic because we got body top A characters and body top B characters. If there's no difference, then why are they covering up only body type B? It's because they're women. It's like buildings.
Because Oh, it's so stupid. They're just checking boxes. They're checking boxes for feel good points. From nobody. From people that are like-minded, people that are in the hive mind, that gonna validate their feelings, even though they don't play games like this, and even the ones that do don't make up a good enough percentage to justify all this crap.
Skip the 13th floor and go straight to the 14th. No one's believing this shit. Stop trying to fool people. Same thing happened with the Asobinin class here. They changed the cut of her outfit. In Japanese, the word Asobinin is a term you refer to people that are a bit on the promiscuous side. The kanji on the left means to play. Nin means person. It's a joke that only older players would understand. And younger players would just think it's a clown and a bunny person that like to play games and mess around. On top of that, they even censored the bottle of whiskey. Now it's just a bottle. They've completely butchered this class. Censoring this misses the whole damn point. Oh, what the hell, dudes? These modern sensibilities love to destroy designs made by others, while at the same time have no imagination or creativity.
I'm pretty sure Dragon Quest isn't really even a kid's game. So like, why? Why censor it? It's sure it could be for everybody, but I'm pretty sure it's for like teenagers and adults, and you don't need to censor it.
Take a look at Concord for fuck's sake.
Body massage machine, go.
There's a reason why the shit they make does not sell, and yet they think they can fix Toriyama-san's work? Give me a break.
That's another thing that pisses me off. You think you're better than Akira Toriyama? Get the fuck out of here.
Now back to the mouth conspiracy. It looks like ogres can't have big, juicy lips for some reason. Why is that? Is it because they don't kiss their loved ones? Wrong, you racist son of a bitch. It's because lips equals black people, according to the Square Enix ethics team. They've been going
they're
after
racist.
lips for decades. Started with Mr. Popo. Then
They've always been racist. Because they see black and they see big lips, then they're like, oh, it's a black person. Because that's what they associate that with. Because they're racist. I never associated that with black people until they brought it up and changed it.
they got our girl Jinx from Pokemon. And now it's ogres. Nobody is seeing big lips and thinking black people. But apparently Square Enix does. If anything, it's making the situation worse. Not to mention they gave him an extra finger. They can't even get his artwork right. This is a joke. Look, I don't want to tell you dudes what to support or not, but this franchise is being turned into a kid's game. And it completely disrespects Toriyama Akira-san's legacy and shits on what makes the series art quirky and unique. For me personally, I'm going to continue to fight censorship in our games. And if you don't care about it, well, I'm sure you'll get along with the 90s moms just fine.
How would you like to have a teenage daughter go out on a date with someone who's just watched or played 3 hours of that game?
Peace.
Yep, don't buy it. Don't buy it. Don't even buy the original. Just stay away from it. Figure out how you can play it for free without giving them money. I mean, if you want to buy the original, get it from like a retro store. Somebody who's actually going to get profit from it. Do not buy digitally, because you're just going to give them the money anyway. Stay away from these games. We have to, or they're going to infect everything. I don't know about you, but I'm probably not going to be buying games anymore. I'm thinking like maybe 4 or 5 a year. And they definitely, I ain't pre-ordering them. No more remakes, no more sequels, unless they're, 10 out of 10. I ain't even caring about 9 out of 10 at this point. I want 10 out of 10 or it's bust. From AAA developers. If it's like an indie developer, they get some 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. I'm definitely going to check those out too. They're usually not $120.